Manchester United 2, Atletico Madrid 1. Now, Shea, Lacey, Andrey, Santos, both of you deserve a bow. What a performance. Shea, Lacey, we know what to expect from him. Quick feet, distributing the ball well. Andrey Santos collecting the ball from deep, distributing it well to the attacking channels. Both of them were amazing today. And really and truly, our whole team was good today. First off, defensively, I feel like defensively we were good today. All of our defenders were really good, to be honest. I feel like one player that stood out to me today was Aiden Heaven. One thing I liked about Aiden Heaven, I liked how he was distributing the ball forward. With Lisandro Martinez always getting injured, we need a defender that's going to distribute the ball forward so that we can actually have a form of build-up play. So him being there was good today, and he got a couple good passes to the Dorgu, and through then it was just good. Really, Lenny Euro was good today. One thing I liked about Lenny Euro today, I like the fact that when he was pressing the ball and getting it, because of the fact that he's good going forward here and he's got a burst of energy and a burst of pace going forward, he was pushing the ball forward and dribbling with it forward and obviously linking it to like the likes of Amad Diallo, to the likes of Shea Lacey. And that is maybe that's a potential position for him to be next season. We see him through the likes of Ben White, Jurian Timber who were originally centre backs, getting pushed out to right back and pushing the ball forward. So let me know what you guys think in the comments, innit? Maybe that's a position for him next season. But he was good today. I was impressed with him. Maguire, Luke Shaw, they were solid today, as we'd expect from them. Now, when it comes to pressing, that's something that I was really impressed with today. What Michael Carrick has shown me today is that he wants our fullbacks to press high and to press aggressively. So when Atletico Madrid, whenever they got the ball to their wingers, Luke Shaw and Lenny Euro were there, aggressive, pressing aggressive, getting it and driving the ball forward and passing it forward. And that's what we need. That's what we need. And today, Atletico Madrid played barely any Atletico Madrid players in the first half got a real hold of the ball like that. They all just getting and pressed. And even in our midfield, Andrey Santos, amazing performance today, covering ground really well, picking out the right tackles, picking out the right interceptions, and just getting it and passing it forward. And one thing I saw with Andrey Santos today, I saw how he was collecting the ball from the first line of press, but he was also very deep. And that's what we didn't see last game. Last game, we saw Andrey Santos and Mason Mount kind of converging between the two, whereas this game was Andrey Santos playing in deep and Mason Mount kind of playing a bit forward. And I feel like Andrey Santos was good today in that position. As I said, collected the ball a lot, picked out the right tackles, and that's what we need in that position now that Casemiro's gone. So I feel like we were good when it came to that. And really and truly, everyone was pressing well. Even Ahmad, Ahmad, someone who's literally been on holiday for like the past week, obviously after the World Cup, pressing high, very good off the ball. Everyone was really pressing well. So that's a part of our game today, which I was really impressive, the way we were pressing. And when it came to getting the ball to the likes of Shea Lacey, Ahmad, Andrey Santos, Mason Mount, these lot were doing well with the ball. They were progressing the ball forward. With Andrey Santos, the way he was getting the ball into the attacking channels to the likes of Dorgu, Mason Mount. One thing I liked about Mason Mount today is just he was efficient with the ball. He didn't do too much. Again, Ahmad, efficient with the ball, didn't do too much. And Shea Lacey had a really had a good standout performance today. Again, when he got the ball, very efficient. Very quick with his feet. He's fairly technical and he's very good at dribbling. So he was just he was just dancing on the ball. And again, even with the goal that we scored in the second half, when it came to him winning the penalty, you can see through that was a byproduct of him just being very good on the ball. And that was great today. And really and truly, if I'm being honest with you, Atletico Madrid had no chance in the first half. They couldn't get a breath of the ball in the first half. Anytime we would just press them, whether it be Lenny Euro, Luke Shaw, any player in our team, they just press them and just get it, win it back, and progress the ball forward. And who knows, next season, Lewis Hall's getting linked with us. So next season, if he gets in the left back position, we might see that to a higher level. Or maybe if Dorgu was to play in the left back position, we might see that to not a higher level, but obviously he's quicker than Luke Shaw and's got more legs, so we might see that to a different level. But really and truly, that part of us is good, and it's going to be very interesting to see how we play, how we manage that with the other players coming in, with Cunha coming in, Bruno Fernandes coming in. It's gonna be a good thing to see. But for the most part, in the first half, we were great. I know, obviously, we conceded the goal. was a very, very booky goal to concede. I'm gonna be real with you. It was a lack of concentration between our goalkeeper Tom Heaton and Lenny Euro and Maguire. I don't know what was happening. Like, someone should have just headed that out and cleared it. I don't know why they just allowed. They just like there was no communication at all. But apart from that, I feel like Madrid didn't really do nothing in the first half. It was all really us. As I said, Aiden Heaven got a couple balls out to pause, got a couple good passes out to Patrick Dorgu, and Dorgu didn't have the greatest of games today, but obviously that's my next point. The Dorgu, I feel like as a left winger, he'd be better against players against teams that are actually going to attack us. But for the most part, going forward, we were good. Providing a lot of chances. Andrey Santos getting a lot of passes forward, getting a lot of progressive passes forward to our attackers. Ahmad was good when it came to pressing. Done a little good 1-2s with him, Lenny Euro and Shea Lacey. Shea Lacey was good, very efficient with the ball, distributing it well, and creating a couple of opportunities for himself as well, and a couple of opportunities getting the ball into the box at times. And that's what we like to see. There was even a time when the ball came to him and he kind of drifted it wide and put a very good cross inside the box. I think it was to Dogo and Bremo. But again, that's just something that's very, very exciting to see when it comes to Sheikh Lacey, because we still got to remember he's very young. And who knows? I feel like, me personally, I want to see him more in the team next season in the Premier League. Because now that he's 19 turning 20, so for his progression and for his development, he's gonna need to be coming in, and he's gonna need to be coming off the bench a lot more. And I feel like he's good enough for that. But yeah, in the first half, all good. Unlucky not to score in the first half. Second half came, first goal. Obviously, Andrey Santos winning the ball, recycling possession for a bit, and then Shea Lacey got the ball and obviously tried to get past one of Atletico Madrid, one of the defenders from Atletico Madrid, and it was very clever for him to win that foul, and obviously a penalty to us. And Bemo didn't really do a lot in the game, but obviously when it matters, we know what Bemo's like. He's going to finish off the chance. Great penalty to finish off. And yeah, second goal as well. Pressing high, Fletcher winning the ball, getting the ball into Mbeumo, and Mbeumo's finishing it off again. What we deserved, we had a lot of opportunities, and again the high press, it worked today. And Atletico Madrid couldn't really do nothing. Like, the only real time Atletico Madrid looked dangerous was when we took off half of our players, because when we were bringing in a lot of the younger players, and just defensively we just didn't have that level of cohesion no more. But again, it's just impressive to see how we silenced them and didn't allow them to get a lot of the ball. And it was a decent Atletico Madrid side as well. Don't let them lie to you and tell you Atletico Madrid, well, it was a friendly match. No, it was a decent side. I'm not trying to hear that. But yeah, for the most part, man, it was a good game, good performance from us. Good to see JJ Gabriel coming on as well. I feel like JJ Gabriel, I liked him today. He recycled the possession well. He was good on the ball. I think he got past one of Atletico Madrid's defenders. He was decent. The only real thing with JJ Gabriel, as much talent as he's got and as much as of a baller he is, it's just men's football, man. He's not ready for men's football at this moment of time. He needs a lot more. He needs to come off the bench a lot more. And the physical side of men's football as well, that's something that I'm still yet to see him fully get comfortable with. And obviously it's understandable. The guy's like, what, 16, like freshly 16, like year 11 and at GCSE. So obviously we need to give him time. But JJ Gabriel, I know he's a baller, man. Like, I've got no doubts when it comes to JJ Gabriel. I know he's a baller, very skillful, and gets goals as well. So he's one of the best players to come out of a youth right now. So I'll be looking forward to that next season, man. I'm gonna be there no matter what. But for the most part, it was a good game today. I feel like all of our players were good. If I had to pick out one standout performer, it'd be Andrey Santos. Andrey Santos was absolutely having fun today. Getting the ball, the way he was progressing the ball, and it's with Andrey Santos, he's not doing nothing exciting. Like, he's not dribbling past three or four players like what a lot of the midfielders right now in the Premier League are doing. He's not box crashing. He's just getting the ball, doing the basics, getting the ball from deep and just progressing it forward, recycling possession, and that's what we need. That's what we need, is someone who's brave, someone who's got the heart to get the ball and push it forward. That's what we needed today, and that's what we need in our midfield, really and truly. And he picked out a couple good tackles as well today. Off the ball, he was decent. That's another underrated part of his game. Hope we're going to see that a lot more next season. I'm not sure. I want a 6 next season. Obviously, I want Andrey Santos to be the backup. to our six that we get this summer transfer window. But Andrey Santos is a good player, man. And the fact that he's only 22 as well, like the way he's playing, you'd think he's in his 20s. You think he's 25, 26. He's got a lot of potential ahead of him, man. And yeah, let's just see how that develops. And what could this performance mean for our players next season? You know, a lot of players coming back, Cunha coming back, Bruno Fernandes coming back, all of them coming back. So how we're gonna gel with all of them back? Who are we gonna get? You know, the links of Lewis Hall are getting louder now. Kone, Beleba, Sanderberg, also other options we could potentially get in the six. But let me know who you lot would think, or who you lot would want in the comments, innit? Because maybe we might not get a six, you know, maybe not me. I really think we need a six, but maybe we might get like an Alex Scott or something like that, and kind of use Kobe Mano in the six that we kind of did last season, kind of converging with Casemiro. But who knows, that might be an option. But for the most part, very positive win today, 2-1 against Atletico Madrid, a good side as well. Gonna be excited to see how we play against PSG. But for the most part, thank you lot for watching. If you've enjoyed, make sure you like the video, make sure you subscribe. I'm going to leave a link to my TikTok and my Twitter in the description. Make sure you lot follow and you like and you subscribe to a lot of my content there. And yeah, make sure you tune in. Love.